Members of the AGA since the early 1980s, John and Laurie Burbank have been enthusiastic supporters of the Gelvian Balancer breed. As one of the first in the breed to promote polled Gelvian Balancer bulls, the Burbanks continue to focus on providing both improved genetics and service to their customers.
I'm John Burbank, and this is my wife of 43 years, Laurie, and we own and operate Burbank Cattle Company and also Seed Stock Plus. Well, our first exposure to Gelvi genetics was when we were at CSU. I was working off in night cabin for a gentleman by the name of Dale Peterson, and Dale had a niece by the name of Rita Cruz. So Tom and Rita Cruz were in Walden, Colorado, and we had the opportunity to go to a stock show with Tom and Rita Cruz a couple of years back to back, and that was the first experience we had with Gelvi cattle. And then from there we had the opportunity to go to the Sand Hills in Nebraska, where they were using some high percentage Gelvi bulls, and we were there for a number of years, and we had made the decision once we could get started on our own, we were going to be purebred Gelvi breeders. We bought our first Gelvi females in 1985, once we got settled into Missouri and kind of started building the herd. Sold cattle private treaty for a number of years to try to build up a little bit of a customer base. Our first annual production sale was in 1991. We did 10 annual production sales, and for the times they were pretty solid, and then after that we kind of helped pull the group together and initiated Seed Stock Plus. When we got started, I suppose we were more focused on everything, you know, cavities, growth, maternal, the whole package, but what helped put us on the map was probably polled cavities, and the bull that helped us do that was the Mr. Sensation bull. That those that have the historical content would remember the fact that he was the most widely used bull for, what, 3-4 years running. And another big driver is just the sustainability of our family, and now we're fortunate to have the 2 boys we raised in the cattle business. We've got one back doing the day-to-day, and now have the grandson beside him. So I think those are the drivers for us, like most people. Good cattle, good people, family, and carrying on to the next generation.
Thinking bigger than their own operation, the Burbanks saw a need with seed stock producers in different areas to cooperate to sell bulls and females. This led them to establish Seed Stock Plus, a marketing cooperative that boasts 33 members from 8 states.
10 years into our annual production sales, and a group of us in the Gelvi breed kind of started talking and thinking and trying to figure out a better way that we could be more successful doing things together as opposed to doing things individually. And Seed Stock Plus is what came out of that. The concept was quality and volume and more customer service that we could implement. And I think our first Seed Stock Plus sale was the fall of 2000. And then, you know, jump ahead, we're still going strong in our 22nd year or whatever it be. You know, somewhere in that process, I told Laurie that it would be, you know, kind of a good deal, a little part-time job for her. That I got a little bigger than that, and that she probably puts in, I don't know, 60, 80 hours a week or something, taking care of all the data management and the accounting and just accounting and everything for the Seed Stock Plus group. So it's turned into a little bit bigger deal than what I promised her when we first started, and of course, I've been the CEO, but I think they baited me to take the job on full time. So along with being breeders of Burbank Cattle Company that participate in the program, we take care of the day-to-day for the group with some help.
John Burbank served on the board of directors during pivotal changes in the association, including Smart Cross and the adoption of electronic registration. Both John and Laurie have provided industry insight and focus to the board as the breed charted new waters in developing a trademarked hybrid.
You know, some of the improvements and some of the things we were involved with along the way is at the association level is the Smart Cross system was initiated when I was on the board, and of course the balancers. And the amazing thing is, if we go back and look at the pictures from mid to late 80s on what the cattle looked like compared to what they are now, it's just amazing the improvement of the cattle. genetic improvement, and there's been some awful good programs. I remember when I first got hooked up with the association, we had the Gelbvieh Alliance, and that was one of the coolest things going in the industry at that point in the day that we were generating, and just that program. And there's been a lot of positives in the breed and the association over the years, and I'm glad that we were part of a lot of that. But the year that I was president of the American Gelbvieh Association was World Gelbvieh Conference in Sydney, Australia. Laurie and I both went. She took pictures for the association and the group, and we just had a wonderful time over there, and feel very fortunate that we got to go. And
John and Laurie have a passion for the continued improvement of the Gelbvieh and Balancer breed and believe in giving young breeders the opportunity to be successful, as shown by their contributions to the American Gelbvieh Junior Association.
I mentioned that, we've been very fortunate and blessed to raise 2 boys in the cattle business and 2 boys in the Gelbvieh breed, and we've been trying to be very supportive of junior programs and the kids. And I think, what was it, our 3rd annual production sale that we did the donation heifer, and give the funds from that to initiate a scholarship for Missouri. And whether it's buying the raffle tickets or doing what we can to support the junior programs. And then that's sure been a big part of what we've been about here too, because we've benefited from it with our kids and want other people to have that. We sure appreciate the being inducted in the Hall of Fame, and just because of that, we're not going away. We plan to continue to breed Gelbvieh cattle and be active, involved with the association and other breeders, and we've been well taken care of on the part of staff. We've gotten to know a lot of them. Overall, it's been a good ride.